Hello and welcome everyone. This is your host Vishal Sharma and you are on the show 360 Degree Live, hosted by Transcontinental Times. Today we have someone very special on our show. He's the recently turned 18 years old, an American table tennis peddler, in fact a young promising talent who has joined directly live from California, US with us. And he is also the youngest table tennis peddler to qualify for Tokyo Olympics 2021. So, a very warm welcome to our show, Nikhil.
Hello, nice to be here.
How have you been?
Pretty good. Yeah, just been
So,
at home.
all right. I hope everything is okay there because I'm definitely gonna start firstly with my question like, how has lockdown affected your training and all previously since 2020 began? What's the situation now in the country, in your area? What about training schedules now?
So lockdown was pretty hard. Started around last year in March, and then from then we went to, yeah, for there about 3 months we were in lockdown, and then the situation was
Okay.
getting a little bit better in around June, and then from June to like around November I was practicing a pretty good amount, and then in November the situation was getting much worse, so we had to close down everything until
All right.
beginning of February. And then when in February we were able to open again, and the situation with the vaccine coming out and everything, the situation has gotten
Right.
much better now. So
True.
I've been able to practice a lot recently.
Okay. I hope everybody is fine there and you are doing great.
Yep.
As you said that situations are getting better. COVID pandemic it's getting stabilized and definitely you all have supported country and government doing that so that for sports person specifically for a table tennis player who needs club and going to the gyms for the physical workout and daily basis fitness training and on-court training as well. So, uh, were you able to resume it back from February?
Not everything yet, but almost everything.
Slowly,
I think,
slowly.
yeah, I think gyms will
Okay.
open. Gyms are open with like minimum capacity now, so I have
Okay.
to wait a little bit longer before I can get back in the gym, but I'm able to practice every day.
All right. So we can say that earlier, even there was no tournaments, nothing happened so far, and things are getting slowly and gradually better. So
Yeah.
you could able to resume your training and maintain your schedule now slowly, slowly. So definitely you'll reach your goal. So I would like to start with that you are the young emerging table tennis player from US and you have been playing, I think, since you started with cadet, right?
Yeah, I've been playing like international since at the cadet level. But before that, I was
Okay,
playing a lot in the US.
all right. So, which was how do you made your debut in nationals and again international?
I made my debut at US Nationals in 2013, I think.
All right.
2013. I played the US Nationals. I played just a few events, for it was my first time. I wasn't really sure how it'll be, but it was definitely a good experience for me. My and then I my international debut was in 2015, I think. Yeah,
All right.
when when
All right.
I went to Sweden, and I played the mini cadet and the cadet and junior also
All right.
at the international tournament there.
Wonderful. That's really great to know that your journey has been started so early at a very young age. So now, how long has it been since you're playing, since you started?
So for I started playing for fun at I think 5 years old, just
All right.
recreationally, and then around 8 years old was when I started playing more competitively. And then 8 years old is
Cool.
when it all started and everything, tournaments and everything. So yeah.
Okay, that's really great. So, how was your understandings and experiences then, and of course now? I mean, being one of the top paddlers from US, being men's number two. I would like to ask you, how has been your journey so far from road to the Tokyo Olympics?
It's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what I've done so far. I know I can do more and definitely
Of course.
make better results. So I'm continuing to push forward and just trying to reach as far as I can.
Right. So, can you take us through your journey a little, talking about your national experience, playing against some American competitors and competing against, an international arena, uh, some of the best of, world top paddlers. How did you reach, so far here? And now you are going to be the youngest ever Tokyo Olympian from US contingent in Tokyo. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. At first when I qualified, I couldn't even believe it. At the beginning of 2020. But now, yeah, I've focused more to getting ready for the actual tournament and being like best prepared I can for Tokyo. Coming to this moment, I mean, I never really believed, I never dreamed even like that this was possible at some point. But I think as I kept practicing and I just kept improving and like mental state was like I was very focused on my goals. I was able to reach like the level I am now, and I know there's more I can go.
And whom do you defeated for qualifying for Tokyo Olympics?
So there were about 11, there were groups of 8 people, of which top four
All
from
right,
each group had qualified, and then I played into another group, and then in that group stage, I beat everybody. The final match was between me and another Olympic qualifier, Zoshin. He took the number 3
all
spot,
right,
and yeah.
okay. And from how long you are consistently men's number two in seniors?
I think it's been for the past 2 years or so, or 3 years
All
maybe.
right,
I don't remember exactly, but it's been some time now. I've been trying to stay consistent with my ranking and try to get to number one possibly.
all right. I think currently it's Kanak Jha,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right. So you must be having a lot of matches against him internally, or maybe even at international arena like ITTF tours. So what difficulties do you face while reaching to the podium finish? Not able to uh, achieve rank one, but always consistently you are on uh, second position.
I think it's more of just I think my physical state. I need to like physically get stronger also because I'm still
All
younger
right.
than most of the players in the men's
Yeah.
category. So I think I
Right.
have to reach like a much stronger but have a much stronger physical shape when I'm playing. And also I think it'll take time also given that I'm younger. I have to I think mentally become a little bit
True.
more mature and understand the game better. As I get older, I will understand more and for sure I think I will get better then.
That's very true. It's followed in every sports, and every sports legend says that, who has a ton of experiences and who are, I think, competing in top 10 of the world. It's their opinions as well. But I would like to ask you that, you know, uh, meanwhile your journey there must be definitely so many obstacles, struggles. So what sort of difficulties you faced in your sporting career, and how did you overcome out of those?
I think the main difficulty I faced before was this like last year at the Olympic trials, where they were changing the format a little bit like last minute of how the qualification was going to happen. So originally I was already feeling confident in my position and I knew
Right.
I had a very good chance to qualify. But then after changing the format, I wasn't as sure of it. So I felt a little bit nervous and then my training was going okay, was not as good as I expected. But then at that time then I went to Europe for about 2 weeks. I played the Portugal Open, ITTF Open, and then I went and trained in Germany for a little bit to kind of just focus
All right.
fully on table tennis and not worry about anything else. And then after that, I think my mind was more clear when I came back to the US, and that's probably I was able to overcome that situation. Yeah.
That's really wonderful to hear out. But even if it is an ongoing tournament, and if you say, suppose you are currently the world number five in juniors, right?
Yes.
So say suppose if your match, your very first match again, it's gonna against some maybe world number one or maybe two, any high ranked player. So what used to comes very first in your mind? Do you used to prepare yourself, or you used to feel and face what every individual paddlers faces off, like feeling maybe a little bit uncomfortable and you
No, I
know
think
um,
I think it's I prepare like my own game, my own like routine and everything, and I play more free in the match. I know I don't have as much pressure on my side, so I'm not feeling as nervous. And then I just go into the match and I just play free and just make sure I'm confident and fighting every point. And yeah, I think that's the best way to be prepared for any match, really.
All right. So, do you also have a personal mental fitness trainer, or nowadays we have so many, we have physios, we have so many trainers. Like you have a physical workout trainer separately, you have a physio, and then mental fitness trainers as well for motivating and for boosting our confidence. What about you? How many
Um,
trainers you have?
so of course I have my coach, which I practice table tennis coach, and then outside of that, I also have one physical coach at the club.
Okay,
He's also part table tennis, but for me, it's more about training physical and being
right.
like physically fit for my matches. But those
All
are
right.
basically my two trainers.
And what's your current coach name?
My coach right now is Tao Zhang. Uh, he's
All
been
right,
my he's been my coach for since 2014 November. So yeah.
all right. Almost for last 7 years. So, is he the reason, one of the reasons who make it possible for you to reach to the Tokyo Olympics qualification so successful, and
Yes, I
also
think
your
so.
rankings going higher, and I think you're
Yeah, I
reaching
think
heights.
Yeah, I think he's definitely helped me a lot. He's been a major reason why I am in my position today. His I think he's taught me more about treating the game, more seriously and being able to like really focus on everything I do. And then also, yeah, he's really helped me out a lot. And I think
Of
that's the
course,
best thing. I think he's also young, so given that he's also able to practice even now, and I think soon he will also be a US citizen, so
right.
it'll be fun. Yeah.
So you would like to get yourself trained under him for like even future, and you would like to be with him, one of
Um
his students.
yeah, I mean I will always be a student, but like I think in the future also I have to plan maybe will if I will go to
Of course.
college or if I'll go play professionally overseas. So depending on what I will do.
Definitely things keep changing, and of course coaches are not only I think for a table tennis player or for any uh, sports person, maybe especially racket sports personality, while you are in your I think nationality or somewhere abroad. So I think coaches keep changing, and it's not only your personal coach, it's your national team coach, it's your uh, foreign coaches are also there involved in your success. So definitely there might be a few of the coaches, including your parents or someone else as well, making it successful for you, supporting
Yeah.
you, being your backbone, of course. So I would like to ask you simply that who is your inspiration, whom you would like to, dedicate this journey?
Dedicate this journey, I'm not sure. I mean, I know like my parents have definitely inspired me a lot. They've supported me all throughout my journey. They always supported me
True.
regardless of the path I took, whether it's table tennis or school or whatever, right? So I think they've definitely been a major support for me. My coaches definitely here abroad, all of them have all, and of course my teammates from school and also from internationally and my USA teammates. I've had a very huge and strong support system that's really helped me gain the confidence and inspire me to reach as
Wonderful.
far as I can.
So there is always a support system for every individual, for making their journey successful, right? That's
Yeah,
really very true. And
yeah,
parents are, of course, always there behind everyone, I think, individually,
yeah.
in every field of them. So Nikhil, it's very interesting. It's going very aspiring. Speaking with you, a very young table tennis player from America. I would like to also ask you that what is more important according to you, on-court training or physical workout, which is more
Um,
vital for a sports person, especially for a
I
table tennis player?
I think both are very important. I mean, I don't know if I can decide between one or the other. Because I know in the international level, like we're training table tennis like 5, 6 hours a day, but also doing sports like physical training on the side, like also 2 to 3 hours every day. So I know both are very important for me.
So
And
you mean to say both are equally important for any sports person,
yeah,
whether a shuttler, whether a table tennis paddler, on-court training is also as equal as I mean, physical fitness. We always keeps on talking about, there are some players who are very good at technique. In fact, at Indian region, if you see, our players. I would like to ask you firstly that who is your favorite Indian paddler, if you have any particularly, if you follow someone, maybe Achanta, Sharat
um,
Kamal,
not
Satyan,
not
Manav, anyone.
I don't follow too much. I mean, I'm good friends with
Right.
Manav. I've spoken to him before,
Okay.
and I practiced with him
All right.
also before. He's a very consistent player, and yeah,
Right. He's
but
currently
I
world
don't.
number one in youth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's very strong.
So,
Yeah,
why I asked you this because if you take a look at the performances of Indian top paddlers at international arena, so they only sometimes what I feel personally is they lack only because of their physical fitness, training,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is not that hardcore. Although they are very much, they always looks after their physical workout sessions, and not only this but also a lot of other things goes up. But along with the on-court training, because they are very much uh, I mean great in terms of technique. That's what players like Timo Boll from Germany, world number 9 currently, and Samson of Vladimir, and so many other players who have came India, to play Indian Open. They have,
Yeah.
I mean, observed this, and they had personally told this to, uh, you know, reporters that Indian players have the one of the best technique in the world to reach at top level, and that's why we are at top, 10 in the world right now. But the only thing lacks is the physical fitness,
Yeah, it's
workout.
physical fitness is quite important
The
for table
footwork,
tennis.
yeah,
Yeah,
the footwork, the foot movement on the table, so that either the player can cover the table in very short period of time or can lack while doing the third or fourth attacks. So that's why I asked you, for you particularly, which is more important,
I
it's
think
on-court training or the physical workout. As of now, currently, if you see some players not able to reach to that level, even having that capabilities in their technique and their style, but still not able to reach at that top level. So what lacks,
I think for
behind for
me,
them?
I think for me, it's like f personally in my like game, I need to improve my physical right now,
All right.
and my footwork. I think my hand like skills are pretty good at the moment, but of course that will improve as I practice more. But I think right now I need to focus a lot more also with physical training and get my physical strength much higher.
What equipments currently you are using as of now, if you
Uh,
would like to share with us?
so I'm sponsored by DHS. So
All right.
I play with the long five W968 blade, and then
Okay.
I play with Hurricane 3 on both sides, forehand and backhand.
Well, thank you so much for revealing out your equipment. I'm
No
sure
problem.
who must be getting inspired by you and making you their idol. Definitely gonna uh, maybe have the same equipment for them. Like, does equipment matter at international arena? Which rubbers you are
Um,
choosing, which particular blade, and along with this. like how consistently you need to perform with that particular equipment and keep on changing, time to time, depending upon what level of tournament you are going to play. Does it actually matter? What do you say?
Um, I think it might matter a little bit. It's more about whatever the player feels comfortable with, you know. Some players feel more comfortable with butterfly, others with like T-bar. I feel good with
Right.
I feel good with playing with DHS right now, right? So it's about I think what you feel comfortable with and then like picking the
I
right.
thought you would be saying butterfly also, because I got like intuition, I just predicted it because each and every, I think almost, if I'm not wrong, according to me, 75% of international players, including India, have been using so far butterfly equipments,
Yeah, it's
whether
very popular.
energy, of course, and butterfly is doing great as well. So many, I think, Chinese peddlers themselves, Japanese and all. But of course, DHS is also one of the top, I think, Chinese brand. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean everyone in China uses DHS. There are I
Right.
think a
Big
few yeah, a few players in Europe that also were sponsored by DHS. And then I think I am the only one right now in
Malong,
Northern.
world number, who has been world number one for so long, and
Yeah,
one of the top level Chinese paddler from world. So he's like beyond legend in table
yeah,
tennis. He's like God. So I think he also has used for a long period of time DHS Hurricane Long
yeah,
3, which
yeah. He
was
plays.
recently also.
Yeah, he plays with the same equipment as I do. All of the same things.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right. But I think for those players, especially, it's not available in the market normally. They used to have a separate manufactured,
yeah.
different kind of rubbers. So please take us through your achievements as well. Some of your achievements. I know about 2019 Pan America Games where your team won gold. So please share some experience of from Pan
Yeah. So,
America's tournament.
so yeah, that was the first time I was in some kind of arena where like there were so many different sports. Pan American Games is basically the same as Olympics, but like for North and South America. So it was a really crazy experience for me. I was like completely new to everything, and it was really fun. We were living in a village and everything on the side, and then we would be traveling to the hall every day and practicing. The tournament was pretty good. We started off with like some doubles and stuff where me and a teammate of mine, we did okay in doubles, and then in singles also I lost in the second round, I think. Um, but
Okay.
I did not play too bad there. But then the team event, normally I tend to play better in the team event. Also, given like there's more people on the bench also supporting and everything. I feel more like confident in my game also. Then, right, I know I'm able to help the team win. So in the team event,
Right.
I started off pretty strong, and then I just kept going, winning almost every match I played in the team event, and it really helped us, especially in the semifinals. We had a really difficult team, Brazil, of course, with
Okay.
Hugo playing
Calderano, yeah.
and Hugo Calderano and Gustavo Tsuboy being their one and two position. And so that was quite a difficult match. We were going in as the underdogs, and like we just went in and we just told each other just to play free, just to enjoy the game, but still like fight and try to win every point. So we were able to win the doubles match, the first doubles match in that match, and then after that, we felt some confidence.
So
Unfortunately, Kanak,
you were teamed with Kanak in men's and Shirley in mixed doubles with Lily Zhang, right?
we didn't play mixed doubles
All right, all right.
at Pan American Games. It
Okay,
was
okay,
just yeah. I think yeah, yeah. I don't remember exactly, but
okay.
and
No
then
worries.
after that I ended up playing Gustavo Tsuboy in the third match when we were tied 1-1. So I knew this match was quite important. And Tsuboy has never played me before, so that was I think
All
helped
right.
me definitely a lot because he did not know my style at all. And I was thankfully able to win that match. And then Kanak was able to put it away by winning the fourth match, and we were able to win that
Okay.
3-1. And going into finals, we already knew we beat like the strongest team already. So we knew the match finals would be difficult, but we had a lot more confidence in our game, and we were able to also bring a win out of the finals too. Yeah.
Right. Just hold a second, Nikhil.
Sure, no problem.
And I'm sure you must have it must have been a very confidence boosting tournament for you. One memorable, toughest ever competitive one, which makes you feel better to grow more and to reach higher level, competing against some of the I think more and more top world paddlers. Because Hugo, I think, is still currently playing in the top 15 in
Yeah, he's top 10 in the world, I
seniors.
think, right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, talking about, like top, reaching at top level and playing at top level, what's your most dominant, you know, is it backhand? Is it forehand? Is it services or top spins?
I think right now it's been I think in the previously when I was younger, it was a lot more of my backhand and I was playing quite aggressive with my backhand side. Um, and that was setting up for a lot of easy shots for me to play with forehand and win the points. More recently, I think
All
when
right.
I started playing with Tao as my coach, I also was able to improve my short game. So like keeping the ball short and pushing a lot, along with my serve has also improved a lot. So I think
All
my
right.
short game and my serve has helped me reach a higher level and set up like easier balls for me to win the match better.
So, which is your most dominating serve? You do always generally competing against toughest competitors.
Normally I do use a lot of my hook serve, where I serve like this
All
side
right.
a little bit with my hook serve.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident with this serve when I go in the match,
All right.
especially around like 9-9 or 10-10.
All
And
right.
that many times gives me an easier ball to take over and win
It
the points.
becomes an advantage for you,
Yeah,
right? All right.
yeah,
Because every individual table tennis player, you will definitely agree with me, has their own dominant, style, and definitely maybe backhand, maybe forehand they use. Some are really good at backhand, including I think some Hungary player. I'm not able to recall his
yeah.
name. Maybe like Alexander,
Mm,
including Marcus Freitas. We have, I think, so many players from Germany as well who are playing at top level in the world, and their backhand top spins are really dominating and heavy to
mm.
control and block that. So you must be also having some difficult matches. So I would like to ask you straight away that which was your most difficult tournament or the toughest ever competitor in your journey so far?
I think there's been quite a few matches here and there. I mean, in Hungary in World Championships, we played in mixed doubles also, against Fanzendang and Dingning in World
All right.
Championships. So that was very difficult,
Okay.
of course. I think in Pan Am Games when I played in the
You
semifinals,
played mixed doubles with Fan and Digny?
yeah, in World Championships
All
in
right.
2019 in
Include.
Hungary.
All right. And you were teamed up with?
Lily, me and Lily played doubles
All right.
against them.
Okay. I
Yeah,
think Lily Zhang is one of the also dominant women's top world level table tennis player currently.
yeah.
And earlier she used to play from China.
I think at the moment she's training in China. I'm not sure. She was training in
Right.
China before the WTT Qatar tournament, but
Right. But she has
after
been
that,
qualified for Tokyo Olympics from US contingent, right?
yeah, this will be her third Olympics. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think Lily is also currently in the top 10 of the world. Am I right?
No, I think she's probably number 30 something in the world right now. But
Oh,
she's
all right.
yeah,
But
but
she has played, she has reached so far
yeah, she's
in
played
the top
amazing.
10.
Yeah.
Right. She has been played many times against Ding Ning and some of the, I think, Liu Shiven as well, some of the top ever Japanese and Chinese players, and she performed really well. So, playing alongside Lili Zhang, how was it? How was the experience? And that too against one of the most, epic, terrible pair, that too Fan Zhendong and Ding Ning, world number one
Um.
in
Yeah. I
both men's
mean.
and women's.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Definitely fun. Me and Lily, we know each other for some time already now. She's also from California in this area too.
All right.
And so yeah, playing against them, we just try to enjoy, just have fun and just play the
What was
match.
the
And
score you remember? Like
I
what was the?
we might I think was 3-0. I don't remember exactly. It was 2 years ago
All
already,
right.
but it was a fun match for us for sure.
Okay. You must be like feeling after playing that match that feeling like more confident that I can also compete some top paddlers now at least in my category and having that I mean, faith and belief in yourself that I have almost played at this level and now I have competed. At least winning and losing doesn't matter at all, always. But yes, what you learn and what you gain from that particular tournament is more important, I think, as an athlete. So I'm sure you must be also remembering it and you have learned something, using some techniques from Fan, maybe Dingning as well. They are very dominant players, and they are still, I think, leading the ITTF ranking even now. So yeah. Please tell me also about your, current training schedule and for how long you are training and preparing yourself for Tokyo. Now we have very less time, left. It's been just 2.5 months, and then we leave for Tokyo 1 month or 15 days prior for training over there itself. And so you're gonna go
Yeah.
competing against some of the not even Sunwomps up, but definitely the best ever table tennis players of each continents and Asiads, of course. So from India, from Germany, from China, Japan. So how are you preparing yourself to compete against them and to reach at some level, if you could?
Yeah, so I mean, right now I'm also in school too. I've been in school every year, and so normally I'll finish school around like 2:33, and then I'll be at the training at my club around like 4, and then from then
Okay.
I'm there probably until like 7:30 every day. So yeah, that includes both table tennis training and also physical training. When I'm practicing internationally, like or training abroad, then I'm training like 5, 6 hours every day in the morning and afternoon both, and then along with that doing
Okay.
like an hour or two of physical also.
All right. So it's a very hectic schedule. It might be for you to cope up with studies and maybe examinations in between, and to score good also in studies as well as to reach the podium finish in your sports itself. While you are yourself the world number five, and I think you have world rank 60 somewhere in youth and
Oh yeah, yeah,
170 in seniors, right? You are also
yeah, something like
performing
this.
good over there. So what's your perspective as of now? I mean, of course, it must be your ultimate goal right now, as of now, must be Tokyo Olympics priorly. But after that, what are your plans? What is your ultimate goal? Being a table tennis player, reaching at this level, and you're already, uh, you know, I mean, achieving a lot and bringing a lot of laurels to the country, making your parents and your nation, US, proud, with your performances. And now you have reached in the top five. So definitely you would be trying to break through in top two or maybe top 10 of youth and seniors, top 100. So what is your ultimate goal?
So yeah, I mean, I haven't. Okay, after I finish this year in high school, I'll for sure prepare for Tokyo. After that, I haven't fully decided yet about college or going to college immediately or moving to Europe and training abroad.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, after that, I have don't have really know exactly my goal yet. Once I get there, I'll be able to, set up a plan of exactly what I want to do each year and how I want to reach however far I can. Yeah.
Okay. But definitely there must be something like you must have been idealized somebody from maybe America, maybe from Germany or anybody from ITTF. you know, world arena. So who has been your that individual idol?
I think my favorite player has probably been Zanjika from China.
Okay, all right,
I mean, given my coach also, he's also brought a lot of, like the Chinese like mentality and everything from table tennis and experience too. So I think I've learned a lot from that. And also given that I practiced with the China national team once, I think a year or two ago. So it
all right.
was, yeah, so it was there. I definitely learned a lot from what they've been able to do and how they're so successful for so long.
So, is it like being an offensive player yourself, and Zhang Zi being China's one of the most dominant offensive player, and he has played at a top level for so long, been one of my favorite as well. I have his, posters and his jerseys and all. I also used to follow him a lot and try to keep his, jerseys and all, being one of his fan with me also to keep myself close with him. And I always also used to follow him a lot, a very keen follower. But I would like to ask you, does it, is it true that an offensive player is always having an idol or their favorite paddlers from like the dominant offensive ones only, but rather following someone who is a defensive player as well, some
Yeah,
particular
I think
technique.
so. I think
All right,
definitely. Just also, I love watching many players. I mean, he's one of my favorites, but many, I think also watching only like offensive and keep attacking kind of styles, is
all right.
not the only part of the game. I think also you do need some sort of defense, blocking to be able to.
That's very required, that basic to keep yourself not limited to the offensive attacks, but also try to defend sometime also. I think situation sometimes becomes like that where you need to do a massive blocking as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you must have also been through in such kind of situation. So, who's your favorite defensive player then from the current international arena?
Uh,
Maybe Koki Niva, maybe anyone.
Yeah, Koki's been fun to watch. I've learned a lot of things from watching Koki, with the chop block and like the feeling kind of he has with the game. I've definitely enjoyed watching his game and I've learned quite a bit from that too
The
and
way
trying
he
to.
block heavy massive top spins, just
Yeah,
standing idle at the table, and yeah, so he's one of my most favorite also. He has been to
hmm,
India while Indian Open Tour, and he has shown his class, in front
yeah,
of us. So it was a pleasure watching him playing so closely. But also we have so many other paddlers also in top five itself, and I think in each top 10 category individually we have quite a few good defensive players, and in the history we have so many. So, yeah, I mean, while you are playing an offensive, match, and say suppose you got a backhand left hand player lefty, which is also a defensive player rather being offensive. So will it be very difficult for you to manage, or you could like I mean, you are also being experienced playing against like
um,
left-handers, that too offensive defensive,
yeah.
both styles.
I think I just have to really see how the player plays when I go into the match. Try to understand his game more within like the first set. And then from there, try to adjust my game so that I'm able to just, regardless, righty, lefty, uh, offensive, defensive, whatever, right? Just adjust my game so I can play whatever I want to. And then from there, yeah, that's how I just try to set it up like that. I don't really worry
So
about, yeah, I don't
yeah.
really worry about their game. I try to just focus on mine and just make sure I can play what I want to.
So we can say that you first observe and like in that manner, and then you execute it at present. The way you need to play your attacks, your moves, and whether you want to keep yourself consistently offensive, and you need to sometimes also keep on changing your services, because if the opponent, understood your trick
Yeah,
of gaining points, one by one. So it's like four love down, five love down, and keep winning. And so I think that situation also comes sometime where you need to definitely try out something new. It's not like fixed that you are gonna do heavy high top spin service, or I think side spin service, or any backhand service, forehand service, and from which particular part of the table you will serve. That also sometimes not
Yeah.
uh, fixed. It keeps changing sometimes accordingly. So please also tell me that what do you think about this young prodigy from Japan, who is, I think, uh, who has played for China a little and consistently representing Japan in ITTF tours. I'm talking about Harimoto Tomokazu, who is world number, I think, who has been world number one for a long time in youth and juniors, and now he is world number five in seniors at the age
Yeah.
of 18 or
17 right now.
18 or 17, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's even maybe younger than you now, while
Yeah,
you
he's
have
half.
completed 18 recently. So what do you think? So like people keeps on talking about that he's not gonna reach so long in the journey. He'll definitely go stop, later on. He'll not be having a long lasting journey in the top five, or even he will not be able to reach men's number one position in seniors. Whereas he's performing so well, we have seen him competing and winning against so many Chinese, including Ma Long, who is one of the most difficult competitor, to compete against and win against him, especially
Yeah, I
when it is
think.
China Open or something like this tournament in T2 league and all. So, but he has made it possible. He has turned impossible to possible and left no stone turned while he's on court. So, what do you think? So, according to your opinion, where he will be in coming 2 to 3 years? Where do you see him?
I think he'll definitely be in the top five for sure. He's a very strong player. I think it's very difficult for many
True.
players to play against him because how fast his style is. And also I think of how his attitude when he's playing the match and how he fights a lot. This is I think definitely gives him a lot of confidence and I think also can intimidate the opponent. So I think this definitely helps him and is for him feeling he feels comfortable playing like this. So I think right now he's been successful. So I don't know if he will be going lower anytime soon. I think he'll stay up in the top five for sure.
Rather coming up in the rankings soon so far,
Yeah,
because he was not earlier the, like, it's not very sudden that it happened and he reached world number five, but he has done a lot of hard work for that with his dad, who is his personal coach, and the former, I think, probable of Japan table tennis team as well, so that he is able to make his young son uh, reaching this level so far. And he has also competed against Sachinta Sharat Kamal, our Indian top paddler,
yeah,
one of the legendary players from India, against Satyan as well, quite a couple of times. Recently, also in World Table Tennis Contender, where Satyan, of course, loses again against Harimoto. So, and then in Youth Olympics also, he, uh, won gold over there. So
he lost.
recently,
Yeah, he lost in the final to Wang Chuchen.
Van Chukin, yeah. He won silver over there with some sudden, I think, tricky shots in the last set. But what do you think? So genuinely, like, isn't he doing great, competing some of the most senior, experienced, top-notch paddlers around the world and reaching at world number five, competing? I think consistently, he is giving his performances. Uh, it's very rarely happen that he loses and he misses top spins or blocks. He's equally offensive as well as defensive also on the table. He used to try to, I think, analyze the player and then used to attack,
Yeah, I
quickly.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Reply.
yeah, he's pretty fast. I think on the table, that definitely is one of his advantages. He's very fast on the backhand side, and so I think he's strong. He's young also, so I think he has a long time to go, of course.
Right.
So I think
That's
he
very
will,
true. That's what I also believe.
yeah. So I think he will be in the top there for quite a long time. Yeah,
So, in short, definitely Harimoto has a long way to go, and he'll definitely keep himself consistent. Keeping his performances to be there in the top five, or maybe reaching a top two, top three
yeah,
in the near future. So far, he's performing quite well. So, what is your opinion about Ma Long? Why he's not been able to come back in the rank one position, and where he was performing so well? He was so consistent. Like we have Sharat Kamil from India being consistently one of the, I think, finest ever Indian
Yeah.
table tennis player to have nine consistent national table tennis title. So similarly, I believe for Ma Long, in the history we have Janov, Wozner as well. We have so many other great players, but these names has left such particular mark where we always keeps on talking about these. I think legendaries like Waldner, is almost everyone's favorite and like God to a lot of youngsters and veteran players also used to greet him a lot and admire him. Similarly, Ma Long is here. Uh, Today's youth used to generally mostly follow him and his styles, his services. He's very dominant in top spins, whether it is backhand and or forehand. He has won a lot of matches using his foreign top spins, heavy top spins against Fan Zhendong, also
Yeah.
Zhu Zhen in the finals,
Mhm.
and they were not able to block him. So and they are the only players so far who could compete against him, reaching to the finals and winning the title. But he was so consistent to be at world number one position. But what happened now, according to you? What do you think so?
He
Now
had he
Fan
got
Zhendong is
he
world number
had
one.
a major injury with his knee
Right.
about a year or two ago. So he wasn't playing much and he had gotten some surgery in his knee at that time. So I think that definitely
Oh,
played a role with him not being on the table for so long. It
right.
definitely took him some time before coming back. And then I think recently he's getting back into it. I think he'll be able to reach back on top soon. But he's
Slowly,
getting old.
slowly he'll
He's getting
like
older
slowly
too.
he'll yeah, he's getting. But I think he don't believes. He has given some interviews where he has mentioned about his journey, what he personally feels about his consistent position being world number one, and he's not only having fans from China but around the world. In India, I'm sure must be from America as well. A huge number of fans, been following him, and they just love him playing on the table and reaching at world number one, winning the ITTF tour titles, maybe Olympics as well.
Yeah,
So he has like been the idol to many now. Because of him, a lot of have also like started playing table tennis. That I want to be like Ma Long from China.
yeah,
So and now Fan Zhendong being world number one, then following by Zhu Zhen and yeah, so many other Chinese players, Japanese players, Chinese Taipei and all Germany. Then Dmitry Ocharov and then Timo Boll, one of my most favorite player ever. What do you think so about Timo Boll as well? I would like to know your opinion about Timo.
Timo's a great
He
player. I
just
mean, he's
he just turned 40.
yeah, he's a great player. I think I don't know how much longer he will play, but I think he's had an amazing career. He's been able to, even at this age, been able to play at such a high level and be able to compete with all the top level players. And also being a lefty, I also like the way his style is and everything. But yeah, it's really fun to watch.
We were talking about one of the topmost offensive backhand lefty players, and Timo Ball is one of those names. In fact, since I have been watching and following table tennis, ITTF tours, and European leagues, Bundesliga, so I think I have seen Timo being the topmost lefty dominant player. It's very difficult. It becomes very difficult for the ones who are not very experienced playing against left-handers. And Timo, being still world number nine at the age of 40, having 6 years old daughter, and being a veteran, he's playing at this level, world top 10. He was in world top five few weeks back, and
Yeah,
he has been world number one twice, maybe thrice, right? And so playing Olympics consistently, playing European leagues for the top clubs like Düsseldorf, Borussia Düsseldorf, and winning the titles also, Champions
yeah.
League. He was the European legend as well. So don't you think? table tennis has some of the great talents and legendaries of each era, of each decade, which left their mark in history. It becomes something
Yeah,
which makes us like enthusiast, or a geek to choose that sports as a career, or just to be like him or her. Like, all I always in my childhood days, when I used to play table tennis, I always used to keep on imagining him playing against me someday. And
yeah,
maybe me able to like to serve like him, maybe like Dima, his snake service, his round of high toss service. And Dima has his own quite a few, two to three, most common services which he used to generally always, I think he perform them in all of the ITTF tournaments, and wherever he's playing, I think. So he's very good at those, and he used to generally also win the lot of points using those
yeah,
services. And it's very rare to that players are able to do a second attack and able to receive well his services. I think similarly, team ball services are really great. So what do you think? Services are one of the most important to practice upon and to look after player techniques, so that you can have at least 2 points fixed for sure to win out of 11 in the
yeah.
tournament.
I think serves are very important. Because as I think I have to you have to practice serve. You know, everyone practice at the top level. They practice serves daily, probably just for some extra 30, 45 minutes after practicing table tennis. Because I think it's very important, to be able to be confident that you know exactly what you will serve when the match when it gets to like 9-9 or 10-10. So you know exactly what you're going to serve and you feel confident with it. So I think that's
Absolutely.
part of the reason why you have to be practicing serve as often as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
It's sometimes becomes more important than your second or third attacks, or maybe spins, because service can get you win at the advantage when you are reaching deuce and all. So of course, and also we are coming towards the end of the show. Although it was really wonderful and so far going interesting and inspiring speaking with you, knowing your journey. Like. How do you reach from road to the Tokyo Olympics, and in few months you're gonna go compete against the best in the world in Tokyo Olympics. So how do you feel, how do you feel that soon you will be like in Tokyo, and you will be marching along these legendaries of sports, and you will be along with your nation representing US, playing against the best. And you must be feeling like you have fixed some target to reach at that particular round, and coming back proudly. So what kind of a feeling it is?
I mean, I have been to already like three World Championships before and also one Pan American Games. So I think given that also I have the experience already that I've already seen and been in arenas with all these top players before.
Right.
Yes, it'll be a different experience because it's the Olympics. It happens only once every 4 years, so
One of
it'll
the
be
biggest ever tournament.
yeah, it is. So I think it'll be a different experience. It'll be fun for sure. I'll meet a lot of players. And play. Hopefully, we'll play well. I'm preparing to be able to play the best I can there, reach as far as I can. I haven't really set a mind goal on any like specific round. I just want to be able to play my best and just reach as far as I can.
Of course, after all, it's going to be your first ever experience in the Olympics, and
Yeah.
Olympics is one of the highest level of international tournament in the world. So definitely that experience is definitely never like experience for anyone, and it's a proud feeling for anybody to represent their country at the Olympics same time at
Yeah.
this age, at 17 or 18. You qualified, and table tennis is harder. So definitely you must be practicing hard for it. And um, because you have won three world championships, so of course you must be having awareness and tactics and techniques of these top-notch players around the world. So maybe from South Africa, from Germany, we have great paddlers. Then we have Australian team, and so many Asian regions like Chinese Taipei, Malaysian team and all. So Chinese and Japanese of course are always in the top. So you seems to be very confident and very happy also. Of course, one must be. And
Yeah,
I'm seeing that you are also preparing, already preparing, and you are also like, I mean, setting up your goal post Olympics, and you have a plan to go after that, and you are like following that, and you have reached so far also. I mean, you must be started from some top 100 ranking or maybe even beyond, and now you are rank 5. Maybe you are gonna be world number 1 in near future, who
maybe.
knows? And definitely working hard, performing well, you will definitely surely reach. We definitely give our best wishes to you. I would
Thank
like
you,
to
thank you.
definitely also uh, ask you to say a few words for the ones who idolize you, who make who admires you, and who would like also to follow the same path and same field like you, and to come in the field and to choose table tennis as a career, and also to be a part of Olympics at such age. What should motivate them, and uh,
I think with the okay, of course, you have the amazing support system for that. That's definitely helped me a lot to reach where I am. I think I've also been able to prove to I think many players, especially also in the US, many people are unsure. They either have to go to table tennis or they have to do school. But I think I've been able to prove, I've been able to be successful in both recently. So this has also helped. I think the best advice I could probably give is just to focus on your goals and just don't worry about any side distractions or anything, and just go directly toward your goal. And if you're able to just do that and work hard, I think you should be able to reach your goal.
it's not difficult ultimately. You trying to say to reach anything, I mean, at any level, and achieving, attaining any particular goal, or reaching to the international arena at this world, ranking out of competing against some of the best in the world, and of course, even qualifying for Olympics at any age. It's not that you mean to say difficult for, I think,
No,
anyone.
I think okay, it's definitely difficult to reach this level. I mean,
No,
but it's I
of
think
course. I mean, it's not impossible. Nothing is
yeah, it's not
impossible.
impossible.
So
Exactly.
age doesn't matter also here. I mean, age
Yeah,
is not a particular factor here. And obstacles will be there, struggles will be there, like you have also faced, of course, and you have
yeah,
overcome those. So in that mean, I mean to say, that
yeah, yeah.
definitely whosoever wanna start their journey. So it's a good sports, fun living, sports which keeps you fit at the same time. Uh, you could reach a top level, like they could reach top level like you, and it won't be like very much hard for them also to achieve that success what you also achieved. So in that terms, I was saying that,
Yeah, yeah.
and definitely, I would like to wish you on my transcontinental team's behalf of them, and also on behalf of me, uh, all the best to you for Tokyo Olympics,
Thank you.
so that you perform your best, play your best, practice hard, and you'll definitely reach you know uh, at the highest level. Definitely destiny would also be there with you, and I'm sure doing this much, it's a inspiring journey which you are leading, and you have done a lot of hard work reaching here. So definitely, everyone would be definitely in support with you. Their wishes would be definitely with you, including mine. And definitely you will gonna make us proud and your country proud.
Thank you.
Coming way
Thank you.
back from the Tokyo Olympics, it was really lovely speaking to you, Nikhil. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I
Thank you for
hope to see
having me.
you soon, sometimes back again on the show, and I hope folks who are gonna watch this later on will definitely gonna love your inspiring journey, and get motivate from you that nothing is impossible. We can also be like Nikhil Kumar, who has who has reached this level and gonna definitely reach more higher and make all of them proud. Whosoever used to, follow you, definitely they'll come to know more about you after today's session for sure. And I'll take your leave now. I'm
All
sure
right.
definitely you might have a heavy, hectic schedule for today, as
Yeah.
it's early morning there now. I think it might be sharp 8 a.m. there.
It's yeah, today we actually had a daylight saving, so we actually had to change the time
All
for
right.
1 hour, push it 1 hour forward, so it's actually 9 o'clock now. So yeah.
Okay, but thank you so much for finding out time from your,
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, hardcore schedule and joining us. It is very interesting and knowledgeable for me to know more about some great paddlers from your opinion. So it was wonderful. Thank you so much again for joining us. And
Thank you.
I'll take you leave now. You may leave now. We'll definitely see you back again. See
All
you.
right, thank you. Bye.